I'd like to demonstrate a referencing technique on the JSON settings. So I have here um, um, our luxury presence JSON. But before we can do this, you need to have your VS Code installed, and of course, an access to the luxury presence JSON. And if you want to take advantage of this, please message me so that we can just give you an access to this JSON repository. So what I have discussed about the JSON repository, all about these JSON settings. So let me dive deeper to the referencing technique. So, and why do we need to use this, and how helpful this technique, especially when we are going to uh, do it, go where we're going to make a comparison, and we need to take a look at the how the client's website are different from another. So let me begin with this. And for example, let me just give you a scenario. So if this website, if we want to check what are the available settings, or how a specific setting of this client's JSON are different from another website or JSON settings. So let me pull up another. Again, I have discussed the main parts of the JSON setting. We have all of this. Let me just use the components. Components basically are the components platform. So let me just open this. Let me just copy the path and open another website. And let me just take this and that, and let me use the team luxury presence and append clients domain, something like that, and this. So we're going to visit the this client and take a look at the setting here, the opening components, opening with video components. The technical term of this component is we have actually the different part of this uh, website. We have the components. These are the list, or this is the list of the components. We have the helmet and the data provider. I think this is related to properties and communities. So I don't want to dive in deeper with that. And header with search. We have the video section and the about section and communities carousel. So the work with us component and the footer component. So this is the composition of the homepage route, and or the slash forward slash, or basically this is the default setting for a homepage. And if you would want to compare the let me just use the video section with the other setting of with the settings of the other website, you can just copy the technical name. So we basically, all producer websites have the same component name. This is the name of the component, or in on the front end, this is the exact component. And take note, this should be in order. Um, this is the video, and you know that After the video component precedes the about section, as we can see, and the communities. Let me see if we have the communities right after the, yeah, we have this community carousel. And about right after is the work with us component. Yeah. And the footer. So the exact arrangement of this the front end website. Um, hmm. Now let me just dive into the referencing technique that I'm referring to, and let me copy the name of the component, and we are going to use the feature of the VS Code, of our VS Code. So you can just hit hold Control Shift and hit P, or as in power. No, I think F for flower. So we can just again hold Control Shift and F. So since I've copied the name of the component, video section, now we can take advantage of um, who among the clients are using this section, of course, because they have the same design. So we can see all of the clients, all of the JSON settings here, or JSON based website are using the default video section. So and how we can take advantage of this. So you can just go here in VS Code. You can just actually create different panels. Uh, you can make you can split the your screen, and you can take advantage of comparing one JSON to another JSON. So since I have Amanda Dalika JSON setting, so let me just reference the website of Brandon. So I'm going to hold the control key and double click on this setting, or the JSON, not here, but should be here. Or let me try this way. Yeah, we can do this. It will take us to the video section of this client, the JSON setting of this client. We have here the one we want to compare with. So this is the video section, and as you can see now, we can uh, we can see spot the difference of how this one is different from this setting. So from this, let me just compare it line by line. Um, so we have the setting. Right after the setting, we have the overlap opacity, and here we don't have the overlap opacity, and we have the bottom slot. And yeah, I think this is the regular setting. We have now the header text and the content, and so on. So by this, we can check other references um, with regards to their JSON settings. So if we want to apply an overlap opacity to on the video section of the client's website, so we can check and get this, copy this one, and paste on the client's JSON. Of course, this is just on our local machine, so you need to again search the specific section of this JSON setting, and yeah, modify as you need to, as needed. So another helpful part is you can just navigate to the different section to kind of which one is doing what. And Yeah, something like that. So another helpful use case of this um, referencing technique is, let me go to the properties. So let me just or let me just control F, control find, hit control or command in if you're using Mac, and let me just type in the properties and something like that, the exact name of the properties. Now, or I can just do properties slash save. Okay, properties slash save. So we need to get the variable, the exact path, or let me just get this and go directly to the properties sale. And I think let me just take the path. Hmm, something is not working here. Or let me just go directly to the path and search for the property. Let me minimize these routes. We have the homepage route, the privacy policy, the about page, our process page, communities. I think this JSON has no property. Website. We have the blog key. I mean blog details, the components, post, MLS, and MLS page, home val, and I think this has no properties. So let me just have Brandon as a reference. So let me just again search properties slash sale, and let me go to the page. Exactly. Yeah, another one. This one. So if you want to take advantage of the data provider, they are, how to really get another reference or check another reference with regards to the data provider. So we can just search this. Um, Let me just maybe just get a portion of this, copy the portion, then control again, hold control shift and P or F. I should hold control shift and F, paste. Now we can check other references who are using the same property or data provider. So yeah, I have that one, property sale, and now we can see the property sale, property action, and this has no limit, and this has the variable limit. So yeah, so so you can read all of the different JSON settings of the other website and compare and check what we can get from this JSON setting. So since this is the default setting, and for example, we don't have the header with search, and this has the header with search, and this has the header component only. And we can see now how this one is different from this by the name of the component. So it's using the second style, and this one is the image introduction style. So now we can get this component and check if who among these websites are using this second style. Or maybe we have the first style. I don't know. Or we can have the primary. I don't know. Now. So we can also check. We can expand this, and we have the compass version. We have the second style, and yeah, we have for image page introduction. We have these versions, second style, and the other one is the compass version. I think this client is supposed to be in the um, other design folder. So this is how we can do the referencing technique to kind of compare and contrast different settings of our client's website. And let me know if you want me to create a more specific detail how we can take advantage of this, or maybe the use case of this referencing technique. Thank you.